Thank you, Bill. I don't know what I could say that hasn't been said here today. My heart goes out to Bill and his family for the loss of their mother and grandmother. I can't imagine finding that. My mother died of natural causes in her home, and I came in and found that. So I can't imagine seeing anything what they did. But I love this country. My great-great-grandfather, Blue, came here from Ireland to help build the Union Pacific Railroad across America. And every member of my family has served in the military, with the exception of me. I didn't make it that time. I have a son that's in the Marine Corps. He's been in Iraq several times, Afghanistan several times, getting ready to go back again. I love the state of Iowa. And I see these signs here, secure our borders, secure our borders. That's what we need to do. We don't need, the federal government throws our money at everybody but our border. That's what it needs to be. Put this back on so I'm not waving it around. We're Iowans, some are Nebraskans. I found out as a walking, shaking hands. We are people of compassion. We have a compassion for people that are needy or need a helping hand. It's natural for us Midwesterners to do that. But there's a time to say no. There's a time to say, wait, we've had enough, it's time for you to go. And I'm not talking about the illegal alien, I'm talking about the people in Washington. As I'm walking around asking people to vote for me, I hear people say, oh, I don't vote. And I ask them why, and they say, well, my vote doesn't count. Well, if you haven't read, in the primary, I won my election by 1 vote. So your vote does matter. Get out there and vote. If you got a guy in office, you don't like him, you don't think he's doing a job, vote him out. We can have a revolution every 2 to 4 years and don't have to fire a shot. Just vote those people out that aren't doing their job. Well, we got him in there. I mean, Tom Harkin, bless his heart, he's been in there since I first started voting at 21 years old back in I don't remember, 73, 74. And he's been there ever since. Mike Grunstall's been there ever since. Ted Kennedy died there. We don't need professional politicians. It's not the way our country was founded. We need to have our government stand up. Our government's job is not to interfere with our states. Our government's job is to keep us as Americans safe from intruders. If during World War II, if 60,000, I'm not being ethnic here, but Germans attacked our East Coast, that would have been an invasion. Well, we have how many millions coming up from our southern border, and we don't consider that an invasion? We have the right here. In my church, there's a saying is every member is a missionary. Well, every one of you out here that's over the age of 18 are voters. And only you can change that. At my election, there's only 550 people turned out to vote. Now that's a shame on how many people are registered in my district to vote. That's a shame. We had a school district, school board election not far before that, and less than 500 people showed up to vote out of a city of 60,000. That's pathetic. We need to get out, off our butts, out of our comfort zone, because I'm out of my comfort zone right here. I'm letting you know that. And but I'm tired of the way it is, and that's one of the reasons I'm running for House of Representatives. I just love. I grew up here. I was telling somebody, right down here is the best catfishing and sturgeon fishing along the river. They used to have a tree house down here a ways. This was my playground as a child. So I know the West End and I love it. And we never had these problems before that I remember growing up. Everybody came here to be Americans. like I've said, my father's side's Irish, my mother's side's German, so you don't really want to get my dander up. So, and they all came here and became legal citizens of this country, and made us proud. And that's really all I got to say, Bill. Anyway, thank you.